Hey everybody, day 152, control your emotions. When I was a much younger man and I was much more stupid and I had a lot of testosterone coursing through my veins, I used to make silly decisions based on my emotions because I couldn't control them, couldn't regulate them. When I was a teenager, I was working a job, I ended up falling out with the manager, had a bit of a disagreement, stormed off the job, didn't give any notice, no savings, no backup plan, nothing. And I was out of work for 6 months because of that stupid decision. I ended up not being able to get a reference at that job, and I got a bit of a reputation at that job for being someone who can't keep their cool, a bit of a loser. Ultimately, it just went against me. That's the problem when you work jobs in small towns, word gets around. A couple of years later, I was working fast food during COVID. Again, fell out with the manager there. It was a shit job, I just needed the money. I did the right thing that time, controlled my emotions, and I just handed in my notice and worked it, did the right thing. Come away from it feeling a lot better than I did when previously. I've also seen a lot of other bad things happen when people can't control their emotions. I've seen people lose their temper and hit someone, fucked them up pretty bad, and they've ended up going to prison, and they get a criminal record, and then that affects so many aspects of their life: jobs, work, relationships, absolutely everything, all because people can't manage their emotions. It's the same with relationships, whether that be with a friend or something. I know someone who I used to be friends with. They couldn't control their emotions. They were having a bad day. They said something quite hurtful about my personal situation and my family circumstances, and to me the friendship was over. They apologised, they tried to make amends, but because I trusted them with something and they decided to use it against me when they lost their temper, they couldn't control their emotions, ended a good friendship, or a friendship that was good for a long time. Same with absolutely anything. I use the example of work. You have to be careful. You put your livelihood at risk if you can't control your emotions and you say something you shouldn't, and you end up doing something stupid that you shouldn't. So yeah, that's my advice for today. Control your emotions. If I have a hard time controlling my emotions, I'll take a break, have some time to myself, work through it, do it privately, not publicly, where things can go wrong. And yeah, I'll try and be more mature and adult about it, and that's my advice to you. Thanks for joining me, folks. Catch you all tomorrow.